Hey, oh.
What up? I don't know where the dog came from, but it's DINO.
It's Mecha.
How's everyone doing today? Good. That's
We're back
good.
with I'm
glad to hear.
version of-
No one responded.
While I'm talking over you.
Yeah.
So Dino wanted to bring another one of his.
I got another topic.
Sought after topics. That's right.
Got another one.
That's it. What is it?
Are you ready? Pokemon Go Season 2.
What?
Yeah.
Who cares about that anymore?
I thought the same thing. But you know what? Have you heard of any of what they've been doing to the game since they released the second gens?
Tell me.
All right. So they introduced berries. That's a cool concept. You got berries that do different things than just make them kinder and easier to catch. They have some that give you...
Now, you know this is not new, right?
No, I know. I'm talking... So what I consider the first year of Pokemon Go is like Season 1, before they introduced the berries, like, or it's the basic Pokemon, you know, red and green Pokemon. And then Season 2, or the second gen, is like Gold and Silver. And even in Gold and Silver, they introduced a lot of...
Why did you say red and green?
Because I always... I don't know. Because it's red and green. That's how I remember it when I was a kid.
No, it was red, blue, and yellow.
I don't remember a blue one.
There was only a blue.
Was it
There
blue?
was no green. Yeah.
Oh, was the green the remake?
I see where you're grabbing it. Okay, yeah, the green was a remake. Leaf Green. Yeah.
It was.
Well, there was a green version in Japan, but I mean that's besides the point.
Yeah.
No, we didn't get any here in the States. We didn't get it.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean. It's the original Pokemon,
Okay,
and then...
I was just like, what the heck? Are you, like,
yeah. It's been so
Okay,
long,
yeah,
I don't know which one's which. But you know, it's
you're
it's
fine.
that thing. But with that, I was like, all right, so I stopped playing because, you know, I got to the point where I had... I want to say 90% of the Pokemon and just the fun out of it. Like, I was done. So I saw the Season 2 stuff. They added the berries. I'm like, I remember that. They added fashion. I remember that. They added, then they added, what's it called? All the Pokemon, even the Steel evolutions and all that. So that was great. So now there's like special items you can get from gyms that allow you to evolve like Steel Pokemon, Dragon Pokemon. So the new thing that they just announced this month is raids, 20-person raid.
Now, why are they calling it raids?
It's called a raid because it's
let me tell you
it's
why.
a gym.
Let me tell you why. Because of Destiny.
Oh, I would say because of Warcraft. What are you talking about, Destiny?
Yeah, well, Warcraft did it first.
Yeah.
And I will totally give them the credit for that. But the what brought it into the mainstream? Destiny.
Yeah, I mean,
'Cause after Destiny-
raids have always kind of been there, though. That's the thing. Like, I don't feel like that's the concept of a raid is always.
But they haven't called it a raid. Now people they look at it as a raid. Anyway, I don't want to.
Yeah, that's a different discussion.
Yeah.
I semi agree to that. But the new 20-person raid that they put in is now gyms. All the gyms you can collect items from them, and then there'll be certain gyms like each day. If you can do one raid per day or two or more if you pay for the pass. But when you go to a gym,
you have to pay
it or you get one per gym or one per day. So when you go to a gym, you can spin it like you do with the other Pokestops, and then it gives you a raid pass. And then that raid pass, you'll find other gyms have an egg on top of them with a timer. And then if you go to the gym that has the egg, and when the egg hatches, a super strong Pokemon comes out of it. So it could be a Dragonite that's 25,000 CP. Which is like ridiculous because everything's in the like 3,000 CP, stuff like that. So with this 20-person raid is 20 players get together to try to beat that super strong Pokemon within a time limit, and then that's your raid. And you get one free pass a day, and then I think it costs like 100 coins to buy another premium raid pass that you can use again. So you can do as many raids as much as you want to pay for. So I thought that was kind of cool. Like, that kind of got my interest. I was like, oh, I'm gonna check this raid out. So I installed the game back on my phone. I walked around, checked out the Pokestops, saw the new Pokemon all over the place. It was pretty fun to catch all the new stuff, like actually get points and you know, see that like, oh, we got a new Pokemon. I'm like, yes. Like it got to the point before where I was like, oh, I have them all. I don't care. Only the really rare ones I don't have. And the raid, I haven't had a chance to really participate in. I saw a couple of them, but I was too far away to interact.
Broke that.
I don't know. It's just one of those. In the end, when I see this, I think of Pokemon when I was a kid, and I was like, you know, I played hours of Pokemon because that was such a cool world to go into. Kids nowadays have that actual world in their own world, where like I would. If someone were to give me a choice to go, hey, we want to play the Pokemon on the DS or you want to play Pokemon Go, you know, as a kid, I would want to pick Pokemon Go because that would be replacing our childhood version of playing Pokemon on a Game Boy. Like today's kids are growing up with their virtual Pokemon Game Boy experience, like in their lives, and I'm jealous. I'm jelly of those kids. I don't have time to play this game like as much as I want to, and I don't have a bunch of friends, 20 friends to join together and do a raid. But if I was a kid, I'd be on top of all that.
Well, I mean, without getting too deep into it, I want to say I'm definitely not of the same mindset as you are, because Pokemon Go is a cheap imitation of Pokemon, so it's not done well. I don't believe it is, and as much as they're putting into it, I enjoy it. But I mean, I'm an avid Pokemon player, man, and I can tell you right now, my interest in this game has just diminished over time, and it's very hard for me to get into it because it doesn't. I don't know. It just doesn't feel like Pokemon to me. You know, like nothing about. Like, there's a lot of things that make Pokemon for one.
Well, when I see the Game Boys, it feels like a Pokemon game, and it's the Pokemon universe. But this is like, you got the Pokemon universe in our universe. Yeah, it's not gonna feel like old school Pokemon, but now we got the experience of actually living in a reality where. Oh, I'm at the.
But like you don't have like to complete the experience. I mean, I just here's the thing about Pokemon Go for me is that Pokemon Go would not be what it is without the original Pokemon games. You know what I mean? Without the original Pokemon series. So the reason this works is because there's history, and the people that know Pokemon have that history. Without that history, this game is bullcrap. I mean, there's other games like it already out there.
I would disagree with that. The way they're changing it, it's not what, even from when we last played, it's not the same game. Like they're trying to get that, like now when you go to certain gyms, you'll actually get badges from those gyms. So people are collecting badges.
Where are the battles? Where are the trainers that you can battle?
It's all coming. That's just the thing. It's like what you want is something that they've trying to create, right. But this is all it's all a new process, and you just, if you're not patient for it and you want it all now, you're not gonna want to play this game. But that's why I walked away, because I did everything I wanted to do on the game, but I was like, it's done. Like there's nothing for me to do. Now when I see it, I was like, whoa, this world has grown since I've last been here, so there's so much extra thing for me to check out and explore. And I got that like Pokemon nostalgia of like, all right, I'm gonna go to the park because I gotta catch all the second gens now, and you know I remember that feeling of like, all right, let's go see what's out there. And they're working on seasons and holidays and special events. Like it's.
I just wish that they would add like you could be a part of a story as well. You could be a part of
make your story. That's what you gotta do.
Well, I mean, you can't. The only story you can make is catch a Pokemon, and that's it.
I bet I can make a fun little RP story with the Pokemon Go game.
Well, I mean, there's actually now that you say that, there is people on YouTube that have tried to do that, so that's pretty neat. I do like that, but again, like as a person, and like, you know, I don't know, maybe, you know what, man, I've thought for a long time this game just isn't not for me. I just can't. You know, like I can't pick it up and play it when I want to. I have to go hunt down. And it's just like, it's very time consuming with very little reward, because I have to catch the same Pokemon over. Oh my, this guy's gonna die.
That's where
I have to catch the same Pokemon over and over again. That makes no sense at all to me. I don't understand that concept. I don't think I ever will.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like, if the younger me would love to spend the Pokemon hours that I spent on my Game Boy playing this. Like,
sure, but I wouldn't want to catch all the other Pokemon over and over again. I mean, I catch a Pokemon once and I raise them. Where's the raising part? Like, my question, like, okay, Tamagotchi, man, why can't you do that with your Pokemon?
Battle.
Why can't you feed them? Why don't you have a relationship with them? That doesn't make any sense.
There is, like, they're implementing like emotions with your Pokemon now.
Yeah, but you get, I mean, you trade them in for bullcrap. They're not even yours. You're like catching them because you need more skill level or whatever.
Yeah, I'd say check if you haven't. So if you haven't played the Pokemon game in a while and you walked away before, like, for a long time, like I did, give it a go and you'll like how it feels. And it's definitely like there's new stuff in there that'll keep you busy if you want to get back into it. But like if you don't want to, then yeah, it's one of the. In the end, it's gonna be the same thing. After a few amount of hours, you're gonna realize you're doing the same thing, but with different skins. But in the end, it's a game. It's all a game. So, I like I said, I don't have the hours that I want to put into it, like the kid version me does.
Sure.
But I'm jealous of the kids that can now. Ooh, I want your car. But yeah, that's
Pokemon Go, kids.
That's Pokemon Go, man. Check it out if you haven't played in a while. It's definitely cool to see the new updates they did. Respect to them for keeping it up. They could have just kept it a piece of shit like it was when it first came out. But yeah, I got nothing else really with the Pokemon game. Check it out. Don't check it out. Love it or hate it. It's Gucci.
No, you know, it's got its crowd. Like,
oh my god,
people, you know, like, it's got its crowd. Man.
I don't know if you know this, but the first official Pokemon event is on July 22nd, and they're speculating that's when they're gonna do the legendary battle.
What is that?
They're gonna introduce Mewtwo or something, a legendary Pokemon for the people at the event to fight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's in Chicago. The tickets sold out in 6 minutes.
What?
Yeah.
There was tickets for it?
Yeah. It's this huge thing, and they're like, it's all, there's a bunch of reward for the people that are going. There's gonna be like pumped up extra and rare Pokemon all over the event. More rewards. It's a huge thing on the 22nd. So like, hopefully, if they unleash the legendaries, it'd be pretty cool to see them actually like do the legendary battle that they said they were gonna do last year.
I don't know. It's just crazy, dude. That's crazy. Again, you know what? I'm very disconnected from all this, so don't take my word for it. I mean, I'm on a different mindset when it comes to Pokemon, and Pokemon Go was just not what I cared about in general in terms of Pokemon. But I mean, yeah, I mean, for the people that, dude, I mean, if people are buying tickets for this stuff, dang, I mean, they must be, they must love it. So the crowd is out there, you know. And you're right. Yeah, you probably have to be like of a certain age group to really embed yourself in this and be a part of this.
Yeah.
I mean, for a lot of people, this is their Pokemon.
This is their Pokemon Game Boy experience.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
And that's what I'm jealous of. I'm like, you bastards. This is what I wanted.
Yeah, I mean, it would be cool. I can tell you right now. I know that if I would have been in like junior high, elementary, and like this would have been out there, dude, I would have been playing it. You know.
Yeah.
I would have been. You know, as you're walking by with your friends, hanging out, biking around, skateboarding, doing whatever you
Right.
want to do, and all of a sudden you're like, hey, by the way, there's a Jigglypuff over here. All right, let's go
Yeah.
catch him.
But yeah. So Pokemon Go, guys. Do you still play it? Let me know.
Is season 2 worth it? That's the real question.
Is season
here.
2 worth coming
should
back?
Should you pick it back up? Should you pick it back up? In my opinion, if you didn't like it before, don't. If you liked it a little bit and you enjoyed it, and then like kind of got off, then there's new content to check out. There's new Pokemon to check out. And then you can kind of drop off again. You know, like there's really no commitment.
I say if you left and you were in level 25 or above, you're gonna enjoy coming back because you'll catch up to everyone else fairly quickly. That's the best tip I gotta tell anyone, that if they did play and left and now they're coming back. So like, yeah,
How about you come back to me?
come on back, baby, come back. We'll see you
I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you.
tomorrow.
Dinah,
What?
How about you come back to me? How about you come back to me? Huh?
Oh, okay. Until then, we'll see you guys next time.
All right. Like, subscribe, guys. You can reach us on Twitter at XpressionPlayer, and our email expressionplayers@gmail.com.
All right.
See ya.
Peace.